You know the Sandra Commando?
Yes.
Jewish guards who in effect helped murder Jews in the camp so they could live alone. So there were even Jews who were helping the Nazis murder Jews.
Same thing?
So blacks who are sort of helping the other side, they're equally fucked in the minds to me. They just, they're really helping the enemy who want to destroy them. Maybe thinking that if I help them it'll be different, maybe I'll get off okay, or somehow I'll save my race by working for the murderers.
Wow. So that's what they think of us.
So blacks who are sort of helping the other side, they're equally fucked in the minds to me. They just, they're really helping the enemy who want to destroy them. Maybe thinking that if I help them it'll be different, maybe I'll get off okay, or somehow I'll save my race by working for the murderers.
I consider it an insult to have to see those accusations and to hear that type of discussion is insulting to me as an African American.
Deborah Ross should be called to task for something like that.
I agree.
The Democrat Party takes the African American vote for granted. They don't offer us anything.
So blacks who are sort of helping the other side, they're equally fucked in the minds to me. They just,
To see those accusations and to hear that type of discussion is insulting to me as an African American.
That because we don't have ID, they just won't vote. That makes absolutely no sense.
Republicans know African Americans are less likely to have the ID, so they won't vote.
Wow. So that's what they think of us.
It's why people hate politics. People go to Washington and are just in it for themselves.
Deborah Ross is a Democrat running for the Senate from North Carolina. We met her and some of her donors at a fundraising event on the Upper West Side of New York City, September 19th.
What's the deal with the Republicans with the voter ID? Like, I don't understand why they keep fighting.
Republicans know that young people, African Americans, and women are less likely to have the ID, so they won't vote.
So they make it hard for them to...
Yes. It's Jim Crow. Just put the roadblock in.
Ms. Ross says she wants to support the African American voter, but when we started talking with two of her supporters and donors, we heard comments about black voters that absolutely floored us.
So it's like they're voting against their self-interest.
Yes, absolutely.
Even if you had like a black Republican or somebody, like voting,
It doesn't make sense. You're voting against yourself.
like, I mean, I'm sure
In
like
the name of change, and what is the change?
like I'm sure someone like Ben Carson is a nice guy. I'm sure he is. He may be not a fundamentalist, but maybe a nice guy. But it's like you're voting with a party that wants to oppress you.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my...
They don't believe in climate change. They don't believe, in social justice and human rights.
Our journalist was speaking with Leah and Benjamin Barber. Mr. Barber is a well-known political theorist and author, and he is a major donor to Democrats, and specifically to Hillary Clinton.
But you think, like, as like a black man, you think that they would vote for
the
them.
Holocaust?
Well, it depends on, well...
The Sandra Commando?
Yes. But you think, like, as like a black man, you think that they would vote for the Holocaust? Well, it depends on, well...
The Sandra Commando?
Yes.
Jewish guards who in effect helped murder Jews in the camp so they could live alone. So there were even Jews who were helping the Nazis murder Jews.
Same thing?
So blacks who are sort of helping the other side, they're equally fucked in the minds to me. They just, they're really helping the enemy who want to destroy them. Maybe thinking that if I help them it'll be different, maybe I'll get off okay, or somehow I'll save my race by working for the murderers.
We thought it was important to share Mr. Barber's comments with African American Republicans in North Carolina.
Thoughts on that?
Wow. So that's what they think of us. I'm speechless for the most part. It's wrong. It's an eye-opener. But that's what happens when we, as blacks, vote a majority just for one party.
So as an African American voter, do you feel like that you would be a traitor to your own race
Absolutely
if you were to
not.
vote for a
Absolutely.
conservative Republican candidate?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I think I'm benefiting my race by voting against The Democrat Party takes the African American vote for granted. They don't offer us anything.
I think that Deborah Ross have shown her true colors.
Yeah.
Now, if this is not, if what you just showed me is not racism and condescending and
Don't know what
basically
is.
calling blacks stupid and ignorant and saying that we're voting against our own self-interest, if we support any Republican, I am appalled, I am incensed, and Deborah Ross should be called to task for something like that.
I'm very disappointed in her. I consider it an insult to have to see those accusations and to hear that type of discussion is insulting to me as an African American.
It's not only dark money, it's racist and evil money filled with venom. There's obviously an agenda there. And you can look in his eyes in the video. You can see there's a rage there, and there's a deep-seated resentment towards African Americans. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that such a thing was said about minorities.
Thoughts on that?
Wow. I mean, that is horrific. I mean, to even allow those words to come out of your mouth concerning us as African American folk, to think that we are voting for someone and referencing that to the Jews with the Nazis, I am appalled by that comment.
Yeah.
I have no respect for Ms. Ross and allowing him to be in her corner, and I believe that if he said those things, she in some way share the same values.
I don't believe that African Americans should support her.
Well, I think that she should give the money back.
Bishop Wooden says that Deborah Ross should be taken to task about Mr. Barber's comments. We wonder, will Deborah Ross and Hillary Clinton's campaign ignore this video, or will they renounce the comments and return the money? Why don't you ask them?